Hey guys, welcome to class today. You have 3 tasks to do today. The first task, make sure that you finished your opener today. And let me kind of clarify that you needed to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday's opener today. We ex-nayed, we didn't have to do Tuesday or Thursdays, but if you did do them, we'll be sure to give you some extra points for that. Second task. Your second task is that you need to choose the topics that you are going to use for your essay. So you'll go into the topic choice, and this is in the Google Classroom of what it takes to be an explorer. And so there's a process that you're going to use to do that. So you want to make sure to double check your evidence catchers and what you already have on here. So you should probably already have at least 2 pieces of evidence on this evidence catcher. And we did one for the National Geographic video, and we put a piece of evidence on there that proved what it takes to be an explorer. And that's what the topics are that you're choosing for. And so we picked off of this lovely board behind me. Some of you picked time, some of you picked teamwork, some of you picked money. So whatever it is that you picked, you want to make sure to pick those topics that you're picking on your organizer. I picked sacrifice here, so I'm probably going to write one of my body paragraphs and one of my topic choices on sacrifice. So when I go to my topic choice box, where it says subtopic number 1, I'm going to write here sacrifice or leaving family. So I noticed in Peak that there's also some times where he has to leave his family. So that might be something that I want to write about in one of my paragraphs, is leaving family is something you have to do to be what it takes to be an explorer. So then you're going to pick your other 2. The other evidence that you probably picked was from Mission to Impossible, the article we read about space. So you put another piece of evidence here on the evidence catcher, and you picked another topic. Maybe you said it takes courage, or it takes people to prepare. It takes you to have strength or health to go up to be an explorer. So that would probably be another topic that you want to choose in your topic choice. So I would say my first one's leaving home or sacrifice, and my second one is going to be it takes time to prepare. Now, we've been reading to the top of Everest. We've also read Peak, but we haven't gathered much evidence for that yet. So that takes me to task 3. Task 3 is we're going to need to continue gathering evidence. So our evidence catcher on this first page needs to be completely filled in. So if you have 1, 2, however many you have on here, you're going to be working hard today because you're going to need all pieces of evidence filled in. So you might have one on time, and then you have one on the Mission to Impossible, and then you have one from Decoding an Ancient Mystery is another text that you can use that we read that you can pull text from about what it takes to be an explorer. Some of your peers shared some of their pieces of evidence on the backboard in the crampon lot. So if you need some ideas, you can check the crampon lot for ideas about what it takes to be an explorer and some evidence to support that. And then we also started reading Peak, where we saw some evidence that supports it takes money, it takes time, it takes skill, it takes will, it takes athletic body, being prepared with our muscles to climb Mount Everest. So you want to pick a third topic area based on these last texts that we're reading, and you will finish filling in this evidence catcher, and then you will put you'll make sure to put that third topic here in the topic choice. So, and then the last one says write a thesis statement on what it takes to be an explorer with your 3 subtopics. So, as an example for writing a thesis statement, I have, are you ready to tackle Everest? Now, that's a different question than you have. You have, what does it take to be an explorer? It's kind of similar, but a little bit different. So here is a similar thesis statement to what you'll be making. Notice here it says you need nerves of steel, comma, that's their first topic of what they're going to talk about in their body paragraph. First class climbing ability or skills, That's their second topic they're going to talk about in their second body paragraph, and bags of cash. So they said you need money to climb Mount Everest, and that's how they ended with their main topic, to climb Mount Everest. So when you write your thesis statement, you're going to add those 3 topic areas: sacrifice, being prepared, and being healthy. Those 3 subtopics in my thesis statement. So it'll sound something like this. I'll write my thesis statement. We'll say, it takes money, teamwork, and time to be an explorer. So those are my 3 subtopics, with my main topic being an explorer, what it takes to be an explorer. So that's how you'll fill that in. So you have, let's just recap. Today you have 3 tasks to make sure they're done. 1, you need to make sure your warm-up's done Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. 2, you need to make sure this topic Google form is done and taken care of. It's in the Google Classroom. I will be taking this for a grade today, and this is the only day that you'll have to make up. If you don't do it today, you will have a 0, and you won't be able to change that grade. So make sure you do it today. Thirdly, you need to go to your graphic organizer where it says citing evidence, and you need to add as much evidence as you can today. You should be busy the entire class period adding evidence from all the texts that we've read. 1, Mission to Impossible. 2, Decoding an Ancient Mystery. 3, To the Top of Everest in our textbooks. Those are over in the cabinet over there if you need to grab a text to gather some evidence for that. I also posted it in the Google Classroom. And then 4, we've started reading Peak. So you can also add evidence from Peak to help to this evidence catcher. Check your annotation log to help you to make sure that you have, so that can help you find evidence. You should have marked evidence that what it takes to be an explorer. Go to those pages, go to those paragraphs, and mark them down. Make sure that when you do, that you use correct citations. So I will be grading these right away Monday when I come in. So you need to have these done that day. The entire front page must be filled in. And then you need to start the back. You need to get as many as you can. You'll be starting your first body paragraph on your first topic next week. So make sure that you have at least 3 of one of your topics. So maybe teamwork, whichever one of the topics that you really want to focus on for your first body paragraph. Remember remember the correct way to cite evidence. You must introduce the evidence by saying something in the text it says. Use your yellow sentence starter paper to help you with some ideas for that. Then 2, you need to quote it. There it says quotation marks in red, and it's quoted, "The sun is a star." So anything direct word for word from the text, and that is what I'm requiring for you to do. Direct word for word from the text in quotation marks, step 2. Step 3, you need to cite it. So there in blue are the parentheses. Remember, it's the last name of the author in the page number or paragraph number. If it's the book, you're going to use the page number. If it is one of the articles, you're going to use the paragraph number. And notice there in purple at the end, the period comes outside of the parentheses. You do need to correctly cite each one of the pieces of evidence. So make sure that you do that. And good luck with those 3 tasks today. 1, warm-ups. 2, Google form on topic choice, and 3, finish the front side of your evidence catcher today. Good luck. I know you can do it. Bye.